What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Solana against the US dollar on the Coinbase exchange. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So Solana against the US dollar had a huge crash, just like all the other cryptos did. But that was nothing crazy because I'll go over the reasons why. So yes, it was crazy in terms of magnitude and how quickly it happened, but price was likely to drop down lower. Let's go over the reasons why. So we made a high in the uptrend, then we had a strong leg down. Price was unable to make a new high, it made a lower high, and then it made a second leg down. So you see that if you just draw the arrow from the peak of that correction up, that would target the second leg down. That would mean that's where price is headed. And you see that's exactly where price stopped out. It basically closed right above that arrow. It's almost a perfect measurement target. So that was not random at all. We had one leg down, pull back, second leg down. That's exactly where price crashed to. I don't think that's a random coincidence at all. And then let's zoom out further. You could draw a trend line off the swing lows. From this swing to this swing, what do you get, right? You get a perfect third touch. Touch. So from this swing to this swing, boom, what do you get? You get the third hit, right, off this level. So basically, we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, confirmed trend line. Looks like the trend is still in play. Strong buying. This looks pretty good for Solana. I think the last thing it needs to do is probably get back above this level right here, 206, which looks like it's already trying to do because that was prior resistance. Resistance here, here, breakout. Bear's first attempt to get below it and failed. Bear's second attempt to get below it and looks like it's failing right now. Another strong push up. That would probably mark the end of the bottom. Or the correction, and most likely we're going to see a lot more higher prices. So Solana looking pretty good against the dollar. You can see that, we had just a breakout right here. 2 attempts to get below the level. It looks like it's failing. We hit the measuring target. We hit the trend line. I want to see strong buying develop here, right? We need to see a strong close above this level. If not, then we may just see maybe a retest of the trend line and then higher prices. But as of right now, it looks like this is very strong buying, typical of a bottom, and we should be seeing higher prices develop for Solana. So overall, it's still looking pretty good. Let me go and zoom out. We're basically at the same price as March of 2024, so a lot of sideways trading. And is there a mesh move target in play? So let's take a look at that right now. We'll go on the weekly chart for that. So daily chart looks pretty good. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. So we had this leg up previously, and this was the second leg up. Basically, almost reached that measurement target, but failed. It was targeting 305. We reached the 296, 295, which is close enough. So anyway, these two small legs can make one larger leg. And since we're continuing to move up higher, this is the next leg up, potentially. 377, 376 for Solana. Can you get there? Maybe, but that is the target as of right now. The two small legs, let me go put that back on the chart, make one larger leg now. You combine them together. So these were the two small legs together. And now you combine them to form one larger leg because we continued higher after making that high. So you see that we had this drop right here, and then we still moved up higher. That means that we're still going for another target, a larger target, because the first two are made, and now they combine together and make a larger target. The larger target's at 377, 376. So overall, it's still tracking towards that level, still above the weekly EMA. I want to see more buying from here. But overall, it is looking pretty good for Solana against the US dollar. So, I think this most likely will continue higher. I just want to see a strong push through that 207, 208 level. That's probably the last thing. I'm not even worried about this bearish trend line right here. I think you'll easily break through that. But I do want to see a strong close above 206, 207 with conviction. At least get back up to the 215s, 217s. That would be a pretty good sign for having a bottom being made and then for higher prices. So all that for Solana against the US dollar. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.